Let me go ahead and close this here. Okay. Again, I want to repeat myself that this is online already, so sit down and relax and do not, and just listen, please, okay? Let's see here. We have, I'm going to make it big so everybody can hear this from the online. Just copy it here, okay? So 19 palindromic prime. So what is a palindromic prime is? Well, palindromic prime is that two of the outside things are repeated, like 9 and 9 here. So this is prime no matter what, okay? So there are so many of these primes. So the 19th one happens to be 919, okay? Like, for example, 131 is a palindromic prime, okay? So 9 on 9 happens to be the 19th one. So then we look at this 919th sexy prime is, that means that the two primes are 6 different by 6. Okay, so it's 28663, 28669. So they're a pair and they are differ by 6. So 919th one is 28669. And 28669 happens to be a lonely Gaussian prime, happens to be the 1131st prime, such prime, okay? And we immediately recognize that 1131st prime is 9127. So we came from the 19th palindromic prime to 9127 in 2 lines, okay? And the key here was this 919, obviously, and 28669. So we go on and then we say, okay, well, 1131st regular prime happens to be 6333, but this happens to be a non-Chen prime. It happens to be the 941st non-Chen prime. But 941st composite happens to be 1131, and 1131 is 9127. So it goes into a loop and keeps coming back through these numbers again back to 9127. Okay, well, where did all of this come from? Well, 28669 happens to be also an additive prime, because if you add them, the digits adds up to 31, okay? And 31 is a prime number, so it's an additive prime, okay? And so if you look at it in a different way, 31 happens to be the 11th prime number. So again, 1131 is 9127. So even the sum of the digits takes you back to 9127. 28,669 happens to be the 1427th additive prime. So what's special about 1427? 1427 happens to be the 47th twin prime pair. 1427 happens to be the 92nd individual twin prime. 1427 happens to be a Gaussian prime. It happens to be the 114th Gaussian prime. So what are those 3 lines that I just wrote here? Those 4 lines are telling you at the bottom. And we started with a palindromic prime, which was 919, the 19th one. And we ended up with Quran, and all of these things are talking to me in the language of mathematics. 47, chapter 47 is called Muhammad. 92 is the numerical of the word Muhammad. And 114 is the number of surahs in the Quran. Can you imagine that? Okay. And all of these keep saying that 9 has 127 verses. Can you imagine on the day of judgment? Those people who did this and those people who defending those guys, in spite of all of these that are seeing and it being shown to them. Can you imagine this? absolutely boggles the mind. Okay? So, again, you see, again, God gives credit to people. Remember I said that? It's a fact. It's a fact. Okay? The fact, the truth is that Muhammad was the one who delivered the Quran by the inspiration that he got from God. Okay? And we talked about the inspiration, how the inspiration goes. Okay? Means you know how to do things automatically. Right? It comes to you readily. And this is how God does it. Okay. So again, God has bestowed this upon us today by His grace and His infinite generosity and mercy. And so we are infinitely indebted to Him. That we cannot really thank Him enough. No matter what we do, we cannot thank Him enough. We just are not capable of doing it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop here and we'll finish our Jum'ah. Allahu Kabir.